The women of color leaders that have influenced me, I inevitably say my grandmother and my mother. They are leaders, they are the matriarchs, the unsung heroes in my family often of times. How I carry myself, what I do, the very core of everything I do and the work and the world comes from them, their teachings, their lessons, my resiliency, my resourcefulness, the way they live life and what they've taught myself and my siblings, our family carries me through. It was pure magic. I am very introverted. I do love to be in community, and I was immediately immersed in this feeling of sisterhood, of support, and was inspired to open up, which is not something that I do very easily. It takes time. I was able to tap into the work in a way that really centered collaboration and not competition. And how do we decolonize and redesign leadership? A lot of these programs and these systems function because they were never designed for us. And so what we were experiencing was exactly that. It was that we were operating within these systems that were actually designed not by us or for us, but often of times against us. How do we show up in the workplace as leaders for those who paved the way for us, but also those who are looking to us to create better systems that actually uplift and work for and support women of color? Actually being where I am right now. That does have to do with my experience with Leader Spring. To know where I am, so not just where I work, that I get to influence policy. To be in that position is something that I've been wanting. I didn't quite have the lexicon through my journey. I just know that I was a disruptor. I was always naturally subversive, but I wasn't quite around anyone or anything really showing me this as an option. Being able to get here through the journey that I've had in my path, it does fill me with joy and also makes me very excited for what's to come. Everybody should invest and support women of color leadership. First of all, because it's long overdue. The disenfranchisement of women of color, we talk about social justice. That's where it needs to be applied. In order for us to achieve social justice, the disinvestment in women of color, that has to change. We hear often a rising tide lifts all boats. I consider women of color not another boat, but the actual tide. When we are invested in our leadership, even when we haven't been invested in, we have demonstrated that our leadership is the tide. We will lift everybody else. We will support everybody else. And that's what we have done. So through investments, imagine what can happen.